Alright, so we got the package secured. Good, 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 good. So that means I can take this gear off. Ah. He's gonna be really, really pissed at you, I hope. I hope the popcorn was worth it. Seriously. He's gonna want to kill you. I'm Colwen, and yeah, we're still having some issues around here, but let's get into whatever I want to talk about. Alright. It's gonna be like a vlog rant, kind of, about my experience with bad roommates. I've got one experience that's going on right now that's really annoying me, but it's the reason why I wear Starfleet on my jacket. The whole attempt at being egalitarian and sharing, I probably used that word incorrectly. But like sharing of things and helping each other and being polite and respectful and okay. If I believe in a post-scarcity world, I should act as if I live in a post-scarcity world, right? Right? Okay. First, let me talk about my first bad experience with a roommate. Years ago, I was still living in the house I grew up in, and my dad had moved out to be with his new wife. He got remarried after my mom died. I'm hungry. And I was renting out rooms in the house. One guy moved in that was leaving messes, wasn't paying his rent, lied about paying the deposit, and he smoked. This is back before I started smoking weed. He smoked weed. And one day he decides he needs an ashtray. He knows I like Legos. I talked about Legos. I had Lego video game playing in the living room on the PS2. I shared the PS2 with everyone. He goes into the kitchen. Instead of snagging one of the 40-ounce macho cups from Del Taco and cutting the bottom off of that and using that, no. He grabs the little Legoland soda cup that I had had since me and my family went to Legoland in like 2001, 2002, something like that. And I go into his room to talk to him about something, and I see that sitting there on the floor, halfway filled up a cigarette butt. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't think you'd mind. It's just a plastic. I use that to drink out of. You've seen me drink out of that. Oh, but it's the right size. I needed an ashtray. Dude. I took it and I threw it away in the trash. I was like, dude, why would you just take something of somebody else's to use as an ashtray? Oh, blah, blah. That was a whole friggin' to do with that a-hole. About 2 months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago, the guy living across the living room from me, he had to move out. It sucks. We got a new person move in, and like immediately I'm having to wipe down the bathroom that much more. Leaving messes all over the bathroom. He leaves the toilet seat up, the lid, and the seat. This is something I've known instinctually most of my life. When you flush the toilet, it aerosolizes the water. So you're literally spraying toilet water into the bathroom. Scientists recently did an experiment. And they're like, yeah, it leaves aerosolized water in the air, toilet particles in the air, for like hours on end. Yeah, that's better. The camera's got a little counter down at the bottom that shows how much time I have left, and it was showing only like 16 minutes. I didn't know how long this rant was going to be, so I had to go in and throw out some stuff that I didn't need anymore. So that's already been uploaded. He's leaving messes, and like we got a microwave out there in the living room next to the refrigerator, and like regularly he leaves pile of shredded cheese on the floor. Like I don't know what he's making, but somehow the cheese is not staying on the item and it's like spilling onto the floor. You can't sweep that up, can't clean that up. He one time left a microwave pizza box, one of the little personal ones, sitting on top of the microwave with the plastic wrap. It sat there for 3 days before either he threw it out or somebody else threw it out. So, I go to the food bank. This is important. And yeah, if I didn't spend money on toys, I'd probably be able to afford to eat better without going to the food bank. But when places like Trader Joe's and Sprouts, when they make their salads or they get their products, they don't pay the same amount that they sell it at. Like Trader Joe's, the little pre-made salads they got there, they've got somebody at their distribution center throwing those together and then putting it in a box and sending it down to the store. And between paying the employee and providing the lettuce and the ingredients in the plastic box, even that little pre-made salad cost Trader Joe's like $2 to make, and they're gonna turn around and sell it at their store for $5-6. And well, when they don't sell out for the day, they can just pass it off to the food bank. We'll take it. Awesome, heck yeah. Salads are delicious. And hold on. Hopefully, I was able to splice in there a little view of my fridge. The King's rolls I got from Thanksgiving dinner at the office, and the Dave's bread I got from my dad recently. But there's a chance I could get Dave's bread at the food bank because they get their stuff from Trader Joe's and Sprouts and stuff. And well, when Trader Joe's and Sprouts gives them these produce, these things that are about to go bad, they turn around and write it off on their taxes. And Trader Joe's and Sprouts, they write it off as the shelf sale price, not the production price. Okay, so I go down there. I wait in line. I go through the line. They load me down with salads and frozen meats, and sometimes I can get an expensive bag of potato chips. Those Bambas, those chocolate little crunchy things. I got those from the food bank. Okay, so I've already established I get this stuff for free. It just costs me gas and time. I've already established I'm Starfleet. I like to believe that we live in a post-scarcity world, and in a lot of ways we do. We just don't have the infrastructure to just give these things away. I should be able to walk into Trader Joe's and see, hey, I make X amount. Could I please get some free groceries? Give me some good shit, or give me some discount or whatever. But capitalism. And they got to write it off on their taxes, and they're still making money off of it. So I get the stuff, I bring it home, I stash it up in there, okay? And the 24th rolls around. It was the 23rd. I go into the kitchen, into the fridge, and I had one of these in the freezer that not only had watermelon in it, but it had cantaloupe and it had pineapple, good stuff. And it's got the little rip tag on the back, right? I pulled out of the freezer and I put it in the fridge because it's nice and frozen solid. I was like, let it defrost overnight. I'll take it to work next morning, next afternoon, next whatever. I also had in there a 3-pack of gluten-free cookies. And they were in a plastic baggie with a little bread wrap around it. And you could easily unwrap that, pull a cookie out, chomp it down, and then wrap it back up again. These details are important. And I had a half-finished bottle of apple juice in there that I got from one of the somebody else in the house. So each of these food items I didn't directly pay for. I was gifted to me by somebody, or I got from the food bank. Okay. And gluten-free stuff. I lived with somebody for 6 months that was a celiac. That's why I mention it sometimes. And when you live with somebody who's a celiac and they eat gluten-free, you will begin eating gluten-free because it's just easier to buy the gluten-free bread and share the bread, okay? And gluten-free stuff tastes weird, okay? A lot of people, when they eat gluten-free stuff for the first time, is going to have the data with the emotion chip. Oh, God, this is disgusting. This is vile, okay? Me, on the other hand, I got used to gluten-free stuff. So you can hand me a gluten-free item, I'm going to bite into it, and the first couple of bites, I'm going to go, this is kind of weird, this is kind of funky, but about the third or fourth bite, I'm grooving on it, because like, yeah, no, I get it, it's gluten-free, it's going to taste like shit. Okay, all right. And I like to take the fruit to work because it's, you know, it's sugary, it's fruit, it gives you energy, it wakes you up. I get home on the 24th. The previous night, we had a pizza party, and I had 2 whole pizzas. And I come in, and I've already established, I know this guy leaves messes all over the damn place. I know he leaves piles of cheese all over the damn place. And in the dim, kind of turned down light of the living room, I see a pile of plastic, like somebody had unwrapped some cheese slices. I see my bottle of apple juice, a noticeable amount had been drunk out of it. And I see my container of fruit that I know I put in the fridge. I didn't. It's in the fridge. And it's opened up, about half of it's gone. I should have taken pictures. But you know. I walk up to the fridge and I open the fridge up and I go to put the pizza boxes inside, and I see that 3 stack of cookies that I know I left stacked on top of some bread or some lettuce. It was stacked on top of something else. It's tossed into the back, like halfway into the fridge, and there's cookie crumbs all over, and I pick it up, and instead of being unwrapped with the bread tie, somebody had ripped into it. 3 stack of cookies about yay thick. These things are about that thick each, okay, about that thick. And just, and then like immediately reacted, oh, what is that? And tossed it back into the fridge. But oh, I know that the cup of fruit was opened up in the fridge because the little peel off things on the side of the fruit cup were inside the fridge. So near as I can figure, some order of events was, ooh, cookie, tastes bad. Ooh, fruit, rip it open, leave the things inside, and begin munching on the fruit. I'm going to guess it was the cookie first, then the fruit to wash the cookie taste out of one's mouth. Okay, okay. Well, this is fucking bullshit. And I put the pizza boxes in, and I put the cookie back down, and I step back and I look, and I see a big old pile of shredded cheese on the floor, right where somebody else constantly leaves their freaking cheese. All right. So I take the fruit juice, the apple juice, I put that in the fridge. I take the fruit cup, I put the lid on it, I put that in the fridge. I wipe up the cookie crumbs, and I wrap the cookie up, and I put them all on his side of the fridge. Okay. And I go to my room. I sit down, I smoke a big old bowl of weed, because that's been my running thing the last couple of months with this guy. Come home, I see a pile of cheese. This whole last year, I'll go into the kitchen and I'll see the stove is freaking all greasy and nasty, and I'll see two pans with food, rice in one and like chicken in the other, just sitting there. One day I saw like chicken and rice on a dish in a pan for like a week and a half. That stuff started growing mold, asking to talk to my leader. Fuck. Where was I? Shit. Annoying things bothering me. Sit down. I smoke some weed, and it's... What was I mad about again? You know what? If I'm stoned and I can't be angry about it, then it really must not have been that important. Because if it was important enough to be angry about, I'd still be stoned about it now, wouldn't I? Okay. But later on, I hear him moving around. Hey! You up? So, the other night, did you raid through my stuff? You know, he answers the door. I say, hey, dude, let me ask you a question. What? What's up? Last night, you raid my stuff? Oh, shit, no, man, I never touch your stuff, man. I know, man. You sure, man? You know, if you're hungry, if you need the food, you gotta ask. You know, it's frustrating when I come in and I see a big old mess, man. And it's like, hey, somebody's been going through my shit. You know, I got 2 pizzas. Would you like a pizza? I'm being very friendly, very polite with this guy because I've got a point. I've got a reason why I don't. Yeah, I'm annoyed about the food going missing, but it's like, you saw that pit. You saw all that food. That food, between the fresh stuff and the frozen stuff, and I'll be able to go over to Walmart and get some more bags of lettuce. I intend for that to feed me for the next month. And I've got canned goods and stuff put away, you know, spaghetti and sauce and stuff, okay? That's going to feed me for the next month. That's going to feed me at home and at work, because I can easily spend $10, $15 at work between drinks and food and stuff. But if I'm taking a salad to work with me and only having like $5 cash to get soda and coffee, then hey, I'm saving $10, $15 maybe, because sometimes I spend $20 a night on snacks and food and shit, and it's like, I gotta save up money to get out of California. So, okay, you know. But still, I don't mind sharing, because by all means, you need something. Here, take a couple, take a salad or 2, take this, take that. If I gotta get my number to him, because like, if he would have called me up and been like, dude, I'd like to get some of your fruit, I'd be like, you know what, man, rip it open, pour some onto a plate, enjoy yourself. Hey, you got them chocolate chip cookies in there. You may not want to, because those are gluten-free and they're going to taste weird to you. Oh, okay. But hey, there's a cherry pie buried in there. Why don't you dig that out and take like half of that for yourself, throw it in the mic. Oh, hell yeah, you know? Because in the end, I didn't really pay for this food. I'm willing to share it. But he lies to me. Oh, I never touch your food. I'm like just by his body language, I can tell he's lying to me. You know, I mean, even while he's lying to me, I'm trying to give him, like, dude, are you sure? Are you sure? Just let me know what's going on. Got a big old bag of fish sticks down there. Trying to cut it in half, it's not wanting to come apart. So, okay, fine. My intention was going to be like, hopefully he's like, yeah, man, I was hungry. I wasn't thinking. Because I've seen him put a big old 30 pack of Modelo in there. And like, go through half of that in a night. I think he's getting like blackout fucking drunk to the point where it's just caveman. Ooh, cookie. Ooh, fruit. And like maybe he legit thought I really wouldn't care because I've got so much in there. But it's like I keep a mental inventory and like it's frustrating to be like something's missing. What's going on here? It's happened to me before with other stuff and it drove me nuts. Well, I give him the benefit of the doubt and I think, okay, well, maybe somebody else was in the fridge. So I asked the landlady, hey, did the kids in the back, did they move out? No, they're still in there. Oh, okay. Why do you ask? So I tell her, well, I come in the other day and I see my food's all pulled out. And like, here's the real big thing, okay? If the person had like pulled out the fruit, took some fruit, put it back, if the person had properly opened up the cookie bag, stole a cookie out, eaten half it, stuck the other half back in, I might have come home and be like, did I eat some of that fruit already? Did I eat some of that cookie? Or you know what? I probably did. And I wouldn't even have thought about it. I wouldn't even have thought about it. But he left this big old mess. And it's just like, I walk in, and it's like, doop. Fuck you, man. I stole your shit, and I left it for you to clean up, bitch. Clean up. And like, before Dad moved back east, he gave us this really nice, comfortable couch. And I've gone out there a couple times. I'm seeing him just sitting on there, eating away, whatever, and having like a bottle of ranch neck down against the couch. And it's like, hey, dude, be careful eating on that thing. Like don't stain it or nothing, okay? Like, enjoy it, sit down, but like, maybe don't eat on it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I think this guy is drinking so much alcohol he's damaged his brain. I don't. So yeah, like I said, my intention was to just share some food with him, like keep the cookies, keep the fruit, keep the apple juice. But it was like, okay, forget it. I took that stuff, I threw it out because I don't want to eat a cup of fruit that somebody else has had their fingers in. I shared the air with them anyways. I'm not gonna share food with them. Okay, I'll share food with them, but like not directly. I got my dishes, they got their dishes. I cook my food, they cook their food. It's 2022 era of the freaking COVID. Yeah, I got a straw, I got a straw. There's a story behind that one. I got a straw. Oh. So, tell the landlady, and I ask her, she says no, why? And I tell her, well, this happened. I already talked to the person, they lied to me about it. And like the guy living next door to me just yesterday was like, hey, dude, can I use that fridge too? I'm like, yes, use this fridge. Come on in here. Which now that tells me that me and the guy across the hall were the only two people actively using the fridge. I feel like fucking Adrian Monk sometimes when I'm adding this shit up, the cookie was placed this way as if it had been tossed in, and there was a trail of cookie crumbs, and there was this piece of this packaging inside the fridge to indicate that it was opened in the fridge. I got the triangle flying around my head, right? So I tell her what happened, and she's like, oh shit, hell no, I ain't putting up with that shit. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna figure out who made the mess. Again, I should have taken pictures. Next time I see something like that, I'm taking pictures. I'm gonna bust out the tablet and film it. And I have to tell her, no, don't say anything about it. It's not that big a deal. Because I don't need to make a big old stink about it and have somebody decide to break into my room and fuck with all this stuff. Anybody that's seen the room tour video, okay, you know I've got a shelf up here that's about this. It's like 4 feet long, okay? It's like that freaking deep, filled with Transformers. I've got Armada Unicron up there and Cyber Primus, okay? Those two figures together were like $100 back when they first came out. $50 each, okay? Unicron? This Unicron that I have is like $120 toy. Throw it up on eBay. I could sell that thing right now I could get $80 shipped easily. Same thing for the Primus. Both their electronics work because I pulled the batteries out of them. This shelf over here with the micro machines. Yeah, okay. Got the shuttle down here, but got the micro machines up here, okay? Most of my micro machines are put away. I got extras. But just the ones on display there, I could throw that up on eBay and easily get $100 for them. So it's worth like maybe $200. The Lego base here. I started building that thing from the 2 panels on the end, and it was a castle with a lot of gray bricks, and I was like, screw it, it's going to be a moon base now. And I added to it and built on it. I started building this thing when I was 11 years old in the first year of middle school. That's a 27-year-old model. Its current incarnation, maybe closer to 20 years. The parts alone, just the Lego bricks in this thing alone, is easily 6 to 10 pounds. And with all the unique pieces that are no longer in print, I got parts on this thing that aren't made anymore. Easily $200 worth of Legos. Okay. All those Transformers up there on that shelf I was talking about, that's easily like $1,000 worth of Transformers up there. Okay. I got shit in here that I couldn't replace because they don't make it anymore, or I'm not willing to spend the money to replace it. You think I want to spend $120 on a Unicron when I'd rather spend $150 on the Ark? These big old fucking Transformers down here, man. I've got boxes, Tupperware plastic boxes of shit I haven't opened. Told her, I'd rather have somebody stealing my food that I got for free in the first place, it just took me time, than and have them break into my room and fuck with my stuff. Oh, okay, you're right. I won't say anything. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's it. I'm complaining about the food that I got from the food bank being stolen. I told this story to a friend of mine, and he's like, hell no, man, I don't care if you got it from the food bank. I go in there and kick his ass. Because just mainly him just leaving it all out. The disrespect of that. This has been Colwen ranting about bad roommates, and thanks for watching.